Oh, hello. Hello, nerds. How about this side? How about this side? How about this side? How about this side? How about that? How about that? See, that's so much better. When I say, hey, nerds, I want all that at the same time. Hey, nerds. Way better. I'm just enjoying a beer. I love beer. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Nerd HQ 2012. Who came to Nerd HQ last year? Thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for all of your patience with all of the tickets. I know that it was a giant pain in the ass. Trust me, it was a giant pain in the ass on our side. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you. I'm going to put you in my pocket and pull you out anytime somebody says, you're not worth it. Oh, really? This is what she said. And she looks like a Stella. Is your name Stella? That would be amazing. It is? No. Thank you so much. Our volunteers, my sister, Shekinah, they were working around the clock to make sure you all got your emails and all the rosters and everything. That was not how anything was supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen very, very smoothly. And I assure you that if you believe in us and you trust in us and what we're trying to do, next year will be way smoother than it was this year. Do you trust me? Thank you very much. Okay, so listen, this is how we're going to do this. We already did one panel. It was amazing. We're so grateful that the rest of the cast was able to stick around to do a second panel for all of you guys. And for everybody who's standing, thank you for standing. Thank you for still offering your money to charity just to stand and be a part of this. We so appreciate that. Bless you. So here's how we're going to do it. It's going to be about a 45-minute panel. We're going to give you as much time as we possibly can. As soon as that's done, you guys can chill. You can hang. Everybody from the first panel is going to be all queued up. We're going to do this panel signing like you've never seen a panel signing in your life. It's going to be super quick. I know you guys all want to have like a personal moment. We don't have that much time. It's literally going to be like, sign go, sign go, sign go, sign go. But it's because we want to give you guys that. We know it means something to you. Is that okay? Is that cool? You with us? All right. You guys all know no flash photography, right? You all know no video, right? You know that we have this professionally recorded, so you can watch it later. It'll be way better than any video you make, so please don't record it. And for everybody watching around the world, thanks for tuning in. Cheers. All right. My trainer's going to be so pissed that I'm drinking beer right now. All right, are we ready to go? Ready to rock? Here we go. Who's ready for a Chuck panel? Please welcome to the stage, Mark Christopher Lawrence, Vic Sahai, Vic Sahai, McKenna Melvin. Come on, baby. High five. Joshua Gomez. or Kenny Loggins, whoever showed up today. And of course, Adam Baldwin. Good Lord. Wow. Get out here. Ladies and gentlemen, your Chuck panel. May the questions commence. Who's got the, right there, bam. Wow. Bam. You were in the psych panel earlier, too. Wow. You're dressed as Felicia Day's character from The Guild, are you not?
Yes, it's kind of hard to stand
Yes,
up,
you
so
are.
I'm gonna try. There we go, okay. My question was, if Sarah could remember one thing, one memory about the character you played, what would it be? What would you want it to be?
If Sarah remembered one thing about each one of our characters that we played? Actually, before I answer that, Who was really bummed out at the end of the finale of Chuck? Who was really bummed out? It's okay, you can raise your hand. We're not gonna kick you out. Not immediately. Who felt satisfied at the end of the finale? There's no wrong answer to this. It's a very polarizing question. It was like the end of Lost. But not at all. Who thinks that Sarah did go on to remember everything? I'd call you glass half full, people. That's what I think. I think Sarah did remember everything. And maybe it was one magical kiss.
That's what I like to think. Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe it was just the time that she needed to remember everything. Or maybe she just decided to go back and relearn everything. But I still had hope at the end of that. So anyway.
That mind melting thing is no joke. By the
It's
way.
not.
It's serious.
That intersect, man. That faulty intersect.
I don't know how you did it for so long. No, that's real. That's not on the show. I mean.
By the way, I went back. I'm totally detouring from this. Must be the quarter of a beer that I've had. I went back. I thought for sure that in the pilot episode was when I started doing jiggly eyes for my flashes. No. Not true. No.
Helicopter?
I looked straight.
Helicopter?
Maybe it was the first episode. And then I was like, why did I do that? I look constipated all the time. Why would I decide to do that? Anyway, food for thought. If Sarah could remember one thing about Chuck, I would hope that she would remember my heart. That's what I would hope. So, and I said that just to get an aw from all of you. Adam?
Kissing you.
Oh, what is going on with these mics? Hold on,
Great
don't touch it,
answer,
don't touch
by
it.
the way.
Maybe they can fix it up there. Hold on.
It was kissing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. You're the first man kiss I've ever had. And I would like to say I appreciate your gentility.
If I had a nickel for every time I've heard that. No, you were my first man kiss.
Really?
It was sloppy, y'all.
Really?
He has supple lips
No.
that just, it's like an aliens, you know, when that, no, it was an intense moment. I was a little freaked out, I'm not gonna lie.
What
I was like, I want this to be funny and real.
Yeah. But it was an awkward moment, and we worked it out and figured out how many takes can we cheat actually not kissing until we actually have to.
We did that. We did that well, though.
Yeah.
Did you guys all like our kiss? Wow.
Josh was my.
All right, moving on from awkward.
But wait a minute. I just want to clarify. That was not my most favorite moment. It was just my most memorable moment. My favorite moment was riding around that frickin' helicopter with an M134 minigun. That's my most memorable moment.
Art imitating life.
We shared a man kiss.
Yes, we did.
Really?
Wasn't as good as when I kissed Bologna, but
Oh my God.
Scott and I shared a
Two
man kiss,
pillows.
but I was sleeping at the time. It was weird. we weren't shooting.
In the trailer.
I was peacefully sleeping in my trailer when all of a sudden.
I woke up and he's like, "Now you have something to talk about at the panel."
If Sarah remembered one thing about Morgan, what would you want it to be?
Body hair.
hey, here's Ryan.
Solid. Oh, hey, look, Ryan McPartlin showed up.
Oh, hey, Ryan.
There we go.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Coup d'etat. Anybody remember coup d'etat? Yeah. All right. Just checking. McKenna, if Sarah remembered one thing.
That's hard because I feel like Sarah and my character were just starting to like get to know each other.
So remembering your
Casey's-
name would be good enough.
My name, or that I was associated with Casey as his daughter, and that we were dating. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was the facts. The bullet points.
Wanted to remember the
I'd like you to
facts.
remember that I am roughly 5'5", that I have brown hair.
Blue eyes.
Lester memories for Sarah?
The name's Vic.
Lester memories for Sarah.
Scott and Lester to block,
I
please.
would want.
He's
What'd
so
you say?
touchy.
Say it again. Hi. I would want her to remember very little about Lester. I would want her to misremember Lester as a 6'5", beautiful man. That's it, sadly.
I would want her to remember that Big Mike was actually her husband.
That's the answer right there.
What about
And it was an
Bologna?
open relationship with Bologna.
God, the nightmares that Morgan would have from that. It just compounds.
The
It
classic
just gets
camera
worse.
pull.
Yeah. Oh. Who's next? Over there, in standing room. Good man. Yes.
First, I'd just like to say thank you for an amazing show. I really loved it. And thank you, Zach, for this Nerd HQ.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
Is that you on the screen?
No. No. Continue.
But my question is, what are your guys' favorite pop culture / geek reference from the show? Any of the 5 seasons?
I mean, everything 80s and everything video games. Those are my favorite references. When I got to call Christopher Lloyd Doc, I shit my pants. I could have died right then. I was like, this is him, you know, and I got to call him Doc like 6 times, so it was pretty amazing. Anybody? No pop culture reference?
What's pop culture?
What's pop culture?
I have, when one of our scenes, I bring you Downton Abbey. When I first read it, I was like, Downtown Abbey. So I had no idea what it was, and then I researched it, and then I watched the entire first season in one day and ordered Thai food twice by myself. That's true.
True story.
One of my favorite.
Ryan has to say something.
There was a scene where I got to, you know, Zach, when I was like, it's a bear. There was a bear. And then you were looking at me kind of funny, and there was Lancaster, and
Great, thanks, Ryan, thanks.
That's not a pop culture reference, Ryan.
Yeah, thanks a lot,
You
Ryan.
yourself are not a pop culture
Stay on
reference.
topic, all right? Vic, Mark?
Maybe the film homages, like the Memento we did in the second last episode, Fight Club, that stuff. Was
The
fun
Vegas,
to
the
research and do.
Vegas. We kept on putting
Yeah,
you guys.
that stuff,
funny. That was good.
the Memento kind of thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks for clarifying.
I'm sorry. There's so many. We got to riff on
Dude,
so many.
we riffed, but there were so many things that we added that never made the show.
Yeah.
We had this one moment we were so proud of.
Oh, the Star Wars one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we had a couple.
Yeah.
But we had one. You
Couple.
want to read?
I think every scene we tried to put in some piece of Star Wars.
And they would be like, "Hey, Zach, Josh, those are great.
guys.
Not going to be in the show." Do you want to reenact that one?
Yeah, of course.
You know which one I'm talking about?
I remember.
You know which one I'm talking about?
I think so. Yeah.
So I'll be.
You'll
so
be,
essentially,
Chuck?
I'm R2.
Oh, you're R2.
Yeah.
But you Chuck being R2 or
I'm Chuck being R2.
And okay.
And then you are.
Oh, you the one who did it? Or was I? No, I think I was. Being
No. You were Leia in this scenario. Duh.
You're right.
Because essentially, I'd be R2. You're talking to Obi-Wan.
Yes, you're right.
Through R2.
So I'm the Leia.
New Hope. Come on.
And I was
So-
sort of. Chuck, help me. You're my only hope. Chuck, help me. You're my only hope. Chuck, help me. We did that.
We
We
did
did
that.
that for like 15 times.
Yeah, we did it for
until
like-
someone finally called cut, and they're like, "It's not."
We're like, that's funny.
Oh, we can't wait to
That's
watch that in
funny.
an episode.
Help me, Chuck Bartowski. You're my only hope.
Yeah, help me, Chuck Bartowski. You're my
Help me,
only
Chuck
hope.
Bartowski. It's amazing. They didn't use it. Their loss. Yes, who's next? You there. Who's got the mic? Oh, over here. Yes. Hey, you're a tri-lamb. No, you got lambda on your shirt. Oh, your mic.
Yes.
I was wondering if you could discuss what influences brought John Casey to life on the screen, and if that Robert Culp similarity was truly a similarity, or if that was intentional.
Robert Culp is a legend. I had the honor of working with him one time. What a cool dude. He was not really who I was thinking of when I was formulating Casey. Casey was just a clean-cut version of another guy that had in mind. Because that's all I know how to do. And that's all they know how to write. No, I'm kidding. These are jokes. I tried to bring my dad to this stuff because he was a real hard ass. So I figured anytime I could plug in my dad, and he was kind of grumbly at point. Well, I mean, who doesn't have a dad that when you're a kid you look up to him and go, man, he's mean to me today. So my dad, if you meet him, no, it's not all. I love my dad, but he's a weapons guy. We had weapons growing up in my house, so that's how I became comfortable around the tools.
Yes.
I was going to ask, what was the most memorable practical jokes you guys got to play on each other that maybe you could share with us that won't get you into any legal trouble?
Well, the show's over. There's no legal trouble now. I feel like there's only one practical joke I play the entire time, and I've already talked about it, but just leaving a crap in his toilet was the best. Anybody ever do that? It's fantastic. Yeah, that was about it. That we weren't like a really big, man, my voice is already leaving me. This is not good. This is day one. We weren't I didn't feel like we were really a big practical joke set. We were a very loose set. Lots of farting, lots of belching, lots of singing.
There are pictures in some really uncompromising positions that, like, I mean, we had fun on set, and it wasn't like, there weren't many practical jokes, but we got loose, much to the dismay of directors and producers. But yeah, I had one of our second Spoon.
One of our ADs. His name is Spoon, just in case you were confused.
Yeah.
Not a spoon.
Right, not a spoon. It wasn't.
That would.
Oh no.
No, we shouldn't show anybody.
You'll delete it.
I'm proud of it. I don't give a crap. I'm proud of that, man. That was
that's
a big notch on my belt. That's a big notch
you'll just
on my
delete
belt.
it.
No, show the camera.
Seriously?
No, we're not. No, we're not.
I'll let you show the camera.
Where's my wife? Look away, honey.
Can we what's the tightest lens we got? And that's not a euphemism.
No,
Over
this was just, they were just playing
back
around.
Here? Back there? All right.
This is how we got into character.
Just playing around.
I don't know if you can see that.
It's like a broadcast.
Over there? That's Josh's head in my crotch. That's what that is. See, aren't you glad we showed you? You can't even see it. Everybody at home is going to love it.
Use your imagination.
Yeah, we'll tweet it. There you go. Make sure it's on Who Say so you can own the rights to it.
I want it to be on my Twitter account, so I own it.
Yeah, yes, you in the back.
Hello. Obviously, I know as actors, obviously there's a lot of work that you're proud of, and you should be proud of Chuck, because it was an excellent show. But I'm curious, because I know a lot of fans like to see actors in other roles. What each of your, if you could pick one of a previous role or a role you're working on right now that makes you exceedingly proud that you would love to share with us so we can see you in it, I would be curious to know what that is.
Mark?
I played a character called Tone Deaf in Fear of a Black Hat.
Yes.
Vic?
There are so many. American Reunion, yes, that was a great experience. And I just finished shooting a movie called Where that is made by the guys who did The Devil Inside. That is a very different role from Lester. So that was a good chance to show that side of me.
McKenna?
Well, that's really hard because this is pretty much my first big job.
Yes.
So, but I did, 2 or 3 years ago, co-create a feature film called Amber Lake, which was a really awesome experience to try something, and so I guess that would be it. Yeah.
Josh?
There's this role I do in the bathroom by myself where I'm naked. And I'm so tough. Did you say shaving my beard?
By the way, that's a week-long process. Do you have any idea? He goes through so many. He goes to. If you had any idea how many.
He grew that
It's a
damn.
boosh.
He grew that damn thing in a week.
Yeah.
In
That's
a
the
week
scary
on his
part.
way here.
Well, Comic-Con today.
Adam?
Rules I'm proud of: My Bodyguard, DC Cab, Full Metal Jacket, X-Files. That was pretty cool. Thing called Firefly, Serenity. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, check that out. I was blessed to have worked with Joss Whedon. For those of you that don't know, we have a 10th anniversary panel tomorrow.
Y'all are going, right? Not if you have tickets for anything
Tell you what,
here, though.
all you guys, screw the line. Just come find me. We'll sneak y'all in. And, yeah. Good luck finding me.
I would say that I'm. Well, I guess you kind of, as an actor, you kind of hope that you're proud of everything that you do or anything that you do. Because if you're not, that sucks.
I'm not.
And then maybe there have been a few of those that I haven't been super proud of. Other than Chuck, Tangled. I was so proud of that movie. I just think Disney, John Lasseter is a genius, and I'm so glad that he's kind of overseeing everything with Pixar and Disney and everything. Just a giant fan of his and everything that they do. And growing up on Disney movies my whole life, like, it was a dream come true. I got to not just do a Disney movie, I got to sing in a Disney movie. Like, that was, ridiculous. So I'd say that. And then for anybody who, I'm going to be in the new Thor, and I'm pretty proud of that. Yeah. I could finally say it. So ridiculous. Yes, who's next? Who's got, yes, nice Gears of War shirt.
Thank you. Thank you for the show. You guys are all awesome. I had a question about how did Jeffster come about, and how much fun was that?
How much fun was that?
Scott and Lester DeBlock, please.
The writers came up with Jeffster. I mean, they I mean, it's such a crazy idea, but it's an awesome idea that you would have these two guys that work on computers, but they have dreams of having a rock band whose title is just a combination of their names. But by the way, how many Jeffster songs did we end up doing over the years?
I think we did 8, 10, 12.
17?
25 songs.
Yeah.
It did come about that way. They asked me one day if I could sing, and I said no. And they said, well, you're gonna. It was a terror. It was a terror each time, but it got more and more, Well, no, it got terrifying because the songs got harder and harder. And then when we ended on Take On Me, that was just madness. Yeah. Madness, but it was thrilling. It was like a mountain climb. So, yeah, I miss it a little.
Who's next? Over here? Over there?
Hi. Hello. First of all, can you just look at this girl's sign? It's really cool.
Flash me the intersect? Or does it say flash the me intersect? You ready? There you go. That's it. That's all you get.
My question is, if you guys could do a crossover with any other show, a Chuck crossover with another show, what show would you guys choose to do a crossover with?
Firefly.
Wow.
Just across the universe, that would make sense. Days of Our Lives. I don't know. I often thought about that because I really believe that television should be kind of run more like comic books. Like, I always wondered why a network didn't just go like, hey, why don't we make like a whole night of shows, and those actors, like Spidey would guest in Hulk's comic or vice versa. Like, that would be awesome. And I think all the fan bases would all really dig that. I always loved it as a comic book fan. So every year we would have a new show that they would try and pair with us, and I'd be like, oh, would that work? Like The Event or The Cape or Heroes. Like I thought, like that. When we first started with Heroes, I thought, oh, that could be amazing. And that didn't happen.
We got to do a little bit with Community for a second.
What's that?
Community. We got a little Community.
Yeah. Wait.
Community.
Danny.
Oh, well, yes, but...
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, just for...
Danny and Yvette, did come and do some fun guest stars with it. Or, I mean, literally, Yvette was just a little cameo. That was so much fun. Yvette just showed up on set that day, and because I was directing the episode, she wanted to come support Danny. And I was like, hey, would you want to throw on, like, a Buy More green shirt and just, like, have some random lines? She's like, of course, baby. And she did. I mean, she's such a good sport, and Danny was so funny. Actually, we had a crossover in the office. My cardboard cutout, the Chuck cardboard cutout was in the office. I don't. What shows do you think would be a good crossover? Like, do you think it would work? Just because Matt Bomer was in both shows.
Did you hear yourself mentioned on Entourage? Did you ever see
Oh,
that
that was
episode?
that was a long time ago,
Yeah,
or something like that. Yeah, we always got some random weird mentions. There was one on SNL. We got one time.
Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart on The Daily Show. Yeah. Glee. That's a great fit. Yeah. You can imagine all of us just singing.
Oh, one last kiss.
Vampire Diaries.
Baby.
All right, we're getting off this subject
Casey
now.
and Morgan in South Park.
Yes, who's next? You right there. Excellent shirt. Thank you for buying it.
We're twins today.
We're twinsies!
Yeah, hi. First thing I want to say is hi to all of the TNM nerds that couldn't come. We're sorry, I tried to kidnap you. My question, though, because I know you all do it, what's your favorite Chuck episode to rewatch? Sorry, I didn't mean
Number
to
43.
catch off guard there.
Of 91, number 43. Halfway.
Episode 92. No, we still made syndication. It's all right. I don't know. I always say Chuck versus the Beard, but I think it's because I hated lying to him. I hated lying to Morgan. I hated lying to Sarah. I hated when Chuck had to lie. I hated it. And I hated that they always had to pretend like they couldn't see through my lies. Like, I'm like in a freaking flak vest. Oh, I was just at the store. Okay, Chuck. So I loved it when Morgan finally knew the secret, and I mean, that was just huge. You know, I like those monumental episodes. I don't know. Any other episodes that you guys like that you've rewatched?
I like the couch lock.
Oh. Hi-oh.
Thank you. Wow. Yeah, the couch lock.
Couch Lock was fun. Yeah, with
Eric
Roberts.
Eric Roberts comes back.
Joel David Moore, my buddy Joel was in that one.
Yeah. I get to play Paralyzed.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
It was a total Weekend at Bernie's episode
there's a
for you.
scene in there that was not in the final cut with, I think it was you and me and the footbath. And I think it was it you washing my feet?
Yeah, did they cut that out?
I'm so sorry it was cut out. You're probably not sorry it's cut out.
Yeah.
But I was sorry not to see you actually serving my feet.
Yeah, that was real fun.
Yeah.
That was a fun day on
the
set.
foot bath.
Imagine those feet.
What about you guys? Any particular?
I have nice feet. Come on.
You do not.
Any?
I like Chuck versus the Marlin.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the interrogation stuff.
Yeah.
And the outtakes.
That was so weird seeing the Buy More completely empty.
That really freaked me out.
Yeah, it was so crazy. Alan Craker directed that episode. I love Alan Craker.
Where's my fish?
No.
Imagine if you will.
Okay. He was so the artistic auteur. Like he would literally be laying on the ground with his iPhone, like getting angles. Like yeah. This is how I want to. It was great. And he directed. Didn't he also direct?
Zumba.
He directed Firefly, didn't he? An episode of Firefly.
He did.
Yeah.
He directed one of my very favorites, the Ariel episode where Nathan almost throws me out of the frickin' thing and kills me.
Because you deserved it.
Almost spaces me.
McKenna?
Well, that's hard, but I hate to say this because I don't want to toot your horn, but I'm just kidding.
Sweet.
But it definitely was an episode that I'm not even in, and I can't remember it, but when you first got the intersection, you went bad, and you go crazy, and you were hilarious. And I remember sitting at home watching. I think I sent you a text being like, I was rolling, laughing.
I saved that
Frost,
text.
Frosted Tips?
Yeah.
Let me read you the
Frosted
text
Tips,
right
yeah.
now. Dear Josh.
I love that episode. It was one
I
of my
loved you in
favorites.
Your
tonight's
Frosted
episode.
Tips.
Your Frosted Tips meant the world to
Your
me.
Frosted
Taunted
Tips
me.
were phenomenal.
Who's next? Over there. Somebody.
Hello.
Over there. Hi.
Hi. My question is, my question is, I visited the set when I went to the Warner Brothers studio lot, and I'm wondering, first of all, is any of that still there, or is it all gone? And if so, did you guys get to take anything back with you from Chuck's apartment, Chuck and Sarah's apartment, or was that any of yours to start with?
Yeah, I live there. I live in that apartment.
You mean that we'll admit to?
What's that?
The stuff that we'll admit to taking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
It's
sadly
gone.
all gone.
Yeah, it's all gone. There's a plaque. A plaque
There are
remains.
plaques. We got plaques. We
Yeah.
officially got plaques. Yeah. If you go to Warner Brothers on a tour, you'll see on the sides of all the sound stages, all of the notable films and television shows that shot on those stages get a little plaque, and it was really
cool.
it was a big thing for us to find out that after 5 years we
Because the stage that, it was very cool.
I mean,
think
like
stage
Casablanca shot on those
Casablanca,
stages,
Maltese
yeah.
Falcon.
Yeah.
It was like, you start to go in and it's like, Chuck.
Gnarly.
Like, what?
Yeah. Drew Carey show when in Chuck vs. the Beard when Diedrich Bader and Cedric Yarborough when that Diedrich shot his entire all of the Drew Carey show on our Buy More stage, and he walked into it for like 10 years, and he walks into it and goes, "This is so strange. This was my home. It is no longer." But it's all those sets are gone. But what did we get? I got my last Starfighter poster. I did not get the Tron poster. Chris Fedak got that. I know. We should all
You didn't
punch
get your Native American that you
What's
wanted?
that?
Your Native American?
I did.
guy?
Well, so I got the last Starfighter poster. I got the red analog phone from the Nerd Herd desk. Yeah, because everybody needs to have a landline in case of emergency. And I just felt like it was the bat phone that we never used ever. And there was it was never ever referenced or used in any episode, but there was a wooden tobacco Indian in Chuck and Morgan's apartment that was just there. And since I was this big, I've always wanted a wooden tobacco Indian. Call me crazy. So I got that. It sits in my living room, and people come over and go, "What's with the Indian?"
And I'm like, I'm sorry. I just leave it. So then I leave.
What's with a Native American?
See? I tried to avoid that.
Adam, did you get anything?
I kept a couple of the knives. I kept a couple of the trinkets from Casey's. What? Did you really? Yeah.
What do you think he's going to keep? He doesn't care about phones and Indians, Native Americans.
There was a salt and
doesn't?
pepper shaker in your apartment.
I have to
kept
be
that.
careful because Kentucky doesn't work for them anymore. He was the prop guy, so or one of our main prop guys. But my favorite thing that I heard later that Fedak wanted it, but I got it first. Was that little Reagan bust?
Oh, the bust of Reagan?
Yeah.
Who got the picture of Reagan?
I got the picture of Reagan too. But I heard that Fedak was like, "Where's that frickin' Reagan bust?" I bet Adam took it. He's right, I did.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, I'm sorry. That was to the camera back
There's
there.
a
Hi,
child
Chris.
sitting in the front row. What did you? Do you keep anything?
No.
No. You kept the beard. McKenna?
No, I did ask for something and they said no. I didn't know I should have just stolen it.
I'm married, McKenna.
I
I'm
wanted
married.
to see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil monkeys in your apartment because I would always look at them. I don't know why I wanted them. I just wanted them.
Forgiveness.
They said no.
Forgiveness over permission, honey. That's. No, that's bad. Don't listen to what I just said. Vic, did you keep anything?
I also kept an Indian. Weird. Just signs. I took some signs.
Oh yeah, a lot of that buy more signage and stuff.
All the
Yeah.
signage we got. I got this great little see no evil, hear no evil. Awkward.
I got a lot of wardrobe stuff. Ties and
Yeah, I got socks.
I got the
did get
jacket
socks.
that says Michael Tucker.
You're like, thanks for these ties.
Yeah, I'd rather just have the money. I'll buy my own junk.
But hey, are we giving out those posters, by the way, to everybody who's asking questions? Are they going out? Oh, okay, great. Or not the posters, but the shirts and the pins and all that stuff? That's all going out? Fantastic. You haven't, you asked a question, but you haven't got anything? Oh, we had it wasn't a question. Sorry. I'll work on that. We're having another moment now. Yes, over where? Yes, you. Hi.
Hello. Sorry. I just want to know, for any and everybody, if you had an emergency pants box, what would be in your emergency pants box?
Oh.
Emergency.
Well, pants. Those are a must.
Pants box.
Pants
What's
box.
that?
What's
The pants box was
Personal artifacts never to
share?
share. Okay, good.
we weren't necessarily in that storyline. That's why we don't remember.
We were. We were.
What were you going to keep in it? Ryan, today.
I don't know. What I kept? Well, it was eventually a picture of McKenna that I kept in there. Hey.
I want to turn.
It's been very helpful today, really.
But you can't answer that question because it's a box never to be shared.
Oh, yeah.
So it'd
Shame
be
on you for
secret.
even asking. Next, yes, over here. Hey, big guy.
This is a question for Zach. I don't know if you remember me, but my name's Connor, and I asked you a question last year.
I'm going to say yes.
But I heard that you played Fandral in Thor 2.
I will. Yeah, I have yet to. I haven't yet, but I will. Yes.
So, how are you going to kind of capture the essence of him?
Oh. Well, first of all, that's the best question I've had all weekend. You're very astute and well-spoken, very well-spoken.
Essence.
Essence. Well, you know what? Fandral is, I think he's a little similar to Flynn Rider in some ways, I think. So I'll start there. He's like this, he's this Lothario. You'll learn what that is later in life.
You'll be that soon enough.
What's that? Yeah. He's an Errol Flynn. He's like, he loves ladies, as do I.
Can we meet him?
Just inside the actor studio. Can we meet him? I'm really looking forward to being able to be a completely different character. Like, he's not British, he's Asgardian, but he speaks like he's from England, as some of them do. So that'll be fun. I hope I get to be blonde. That'll be crazy. Did you see the first Thor? Yeah? So Fandral, you know, the Warriors 3 were in the first one. They were just kind of in and out in a few scenes. So I hope that Fandral's in a little bit more of this one. And I hope I get to kick butt with a sword and riding a horse and being charming. That's the idea anyway. You're awesome, buddy. Let's have a hand for Connor. Yeah, right here.
Hi, I have a question for Vic. I've always been a huge
Yes.
Jeffster fan. I think
Yes.
they're hilarious. So,
Thank you.
but some days you're kind of like, oh my God, did they just say that? Did you ever have a moment where you got a script and you were like, really, we have to say this? Where it was just like too much over the edge for you?
Are you sure you want to ask that question?
Yes.
You do not want to open that up. No, I mean, relentlessly. I felt that way. I think I felt for Lester. I cared about him. And sometimes I'd be like, my Lord, Lester, why are you attacking, for example, Jeff, the one person who protects you and is that soft cushion for you to land on? So the answer is yes. I was often appalled and frightened. But I dove in. I dove in, sister.
You did. Thank you for that.
Kicking and screaming.
We got time for a couple more. And can we make sure that Stella in the front here gets one of those posters? Because we've shared a couple of moments now, and I just feel awkward. You're welcome. Who's next? Back there. Yes, yeah.
Hi. First, I just wanted to say thanks again for having the second panel for Chuck. I mean,
Hey, thank you guys for coming, and thank you for standing.
Thank you again. I just wanted to ask, in regard to the last, with the last few episodes, like you mentioned, if we were, satisfied how it ended, would there be anything that you guys might have wanted to add or change up to your character arcs, like to finalize the season, or were you guys like completely satisfied with how the series ended?
Do you want me to start this one?
Well, I think it's about how the show ended.
Yeah, but I mean, it ended for all of us, didn't it?
No, I'm still doing it. What do you mean?
I got to run off with Carrie Ann Moss for Bansky. I mean, I win. I consider that a win.
I would have wanted. I had this scenario where the Buy-More was rigged to explode, and you came and I was trying to deactivate the bomb, and I was beaten to a pulp, laying against the wall, and you came over and you were like, "Buddy, I got to get you out of here." And I was like, "No, you go." And the bomb's gonna go off, and I was like, like the Terminator where he's holding the kind of handle, he can't it's like, "Go, get out of here," You're like, "No, I can still save you." And I go, "You already have, Chuck. Tell your sister, you already have." And there's a slow-mo thing, and the Buy-More explodes, and then I woke up and Fedak said no.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, that was my...
What about you guys?
I loved the way it ended for Jeffster off to Germany, because I think that, it was a fulfilling of their dreams, obviously, but they're certainly not for all markets. They're not a hamburger, but they are a Wiener Schnitzel. So I think it was perfect.
I think the Subway commercial that I did in that last episode was just the essence of what Big Mike was all about. And I think it ended appropriately for him. I wish I would have had sandwiches throughout that whole episode to just put a button on it that they should be paying me Jared's money.
I think selfishly, I always had this fantasy that I would get to maybe branch off and do some, come on, there's children. That I would get to branch off and do some more spy stuff, like I said before, like maybe me and Morgan went on a mission, or I ended up getting to do something with my dad.
Let's hear your Ki, baby.
Hiya!
Black belt.
It's such a tough question or a tough answer because, look, as you know, with any show that's like super loved, like I always tell people when they ask me about the show and about you guys, about the fans, like, we never got Dancing with the Stars numbers, but I would challenge any Dancing with the Stars fan to love their show more than you guys loved our show. You know what I mean? So, but when you have such a passionate, amazing fan base and following, it's really difficult to please everybody. It's really tough. And I think a lot of shows that have had that dedicated, diehard fan base have run into that same problem with every one of their finales. Like, how do you, Seinfeld, people panned it. They were like, "Oh, it was horrible." And Jerry's like, "It was a show about nothing. Like, how can I possibly make you happy, And me, myself, as a fan of other shows that I've gotten to the end of and I've gone, no, I wasn't fulfilled there. But I'll say this. I'll say that I really appreciated that there were stakes. I really appreciated that. I thought it was really clever to have the last episode be essentially kind of a tribute to everything that we had done before that. And all of you fans who knew that, every location we went to, there were so many references that, the Wienerlicious, and, it was really, it was on the nose, but still fun in that regard, and I think that was really fun. That was a gift to you, that was a gift to everybody who'd seen every episode up to then. And as far as, Chuck and Sarah, oh, no, I'm not crying.
They wanted it, though. They wanted it.
Not yet. I'll say this, the last episode, I'll speak for myself. I won't speak for anybody else. I cried like a baby. The last couple episodes, I cried like a baby. Because no matter how hard it can be, or you're in the trenches or whatever, and you're doing this thing, it's an end. You're coming to an end. And this family is not going to be together anymore. We still stay in contact, but we're not together every day in the same way anymore, and that's really surreal. It's really tough. And those tears that you see in, here it comes, those tears that you see in the second to last episode, in Chuck versus Sarah, there were takes that were even more raw than that. And I actually wish they would have used those ones, because to me that was the ultimate moment for Chuck trying to explain to the woman that he loves and he's fought for the entire course of this series that he loves her, And anybody, you saw the episode, it was still an emotional scene, but it went even more, it went even farther than that, if you can imagine that or whatever. But and then the tears, that I was crying on the beach with Yvonne, that was, I specifically said, just turn the mics off, and we're just going to talk about life. That was Zac and Yvonne just talking about life. Do I wish that it would have been tied up in a prettier bow? Do I wish that maybe she would have said, I remember? I don't know. In some ways, I think that it's a more kind of poetic or artistic thing to say, it's up to you, and I think that's kind of beautiful in that regard. But again, like I said earlier, I think she does. Absolutely, I think she does. Chuck was never a downer of a show. Even in the drama, it was still ridiculous, you know what I mean? So it was always meant to be great entertainment for a whole family to get together on a Monday night or Friday and be like, hey, this is our time. Up there, that's their time. But down here, this is our time, So I was satisfied. I was satisfied that we got to make a finale that I felt like was an homage to you guys and give tribute to you guys and to the show at large. And whether you were satisfied with it or unsatisfied with it, I hope that overall you were satisfied and touched by 5 years of a show that we were honored to bring you. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Zac.
And, oh, yes.
How many times did you cry that last episode, big guy?
Never. No, I enjoyed watching y'all experience that emotion. And just know I was crying on the inside.
I saw him tear up. I did see him tear up once. I did.
You know when I teared up was at the wedding scene when you guys got married.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I love weddings. They're so beautiful. I do, even fake,
when I had to say goodbye,
ones.
when I had to say goodbye to Casey, when Chuck had to say goodbye to Casey, I was a mess. When I had to say goodbye to Beckman, I was a mess. When I had to say goodbye to anybody, I was a mess. Because it wasn't Chuck saying goodbye to that character. I was like, oh my God, I'm saying goodbye to Adam. Like, this is it. Even if we had a scene to shoot the next day, because you shoot them out of order. But I was like, this is it. Anyway, I'm done talking about that. Hey guys, we have got to go to our signing, correct?
Yeah, so
thank you for being here and thank you for being a part of the
Thank
fan
you guys so much.
Everybody just stay in your seats. I'm going to give you some instructions in just a minute. You guys, it's okay. And we can't do, you guys get your pictures now because we won't be able to do them during the signing, unfortunately. So if you want to take a picture, please, we'll give you a couple extra seconds. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys the instructions for, everybody's going to exit
right now. What you need to do is you need to exit out on this street. You're going to go back around. Please come back and hang at HQ. Don't try to line up right now because we have to do the first panel signing first. Everybody's going to be lined up numerically so you won't lose your spot. Just keep your rosters, please, so we can check your numbers really quick.